Hello.
Hello.
We already set a pre-high because we're exclusive, so so it's actually fall now.
I know. I
Yeah.
it's been so chilly here that I'm loving it.
I know it's been really nice. Like the highest it'll get will be like 70 degrees and then it'll get like in the like mid 50s at night.
It's
It's just
it's been,
been
like,
too hot.
40-ish in the mornings here. It's so cool,
Yeah,
but
that's
I love
nice. You
it.
can actually like enjoy some nice weather for once instead of like it being hot constantly because I
Yeah.
just am over it now. I love the summer, but and then like I don't really love the winter time after Christmas, but because like the winter's kind of boring.
I love the fall and winter. I still like spring. My allergies are just so terrible that, like, I'm
Yeah.
usually just miserable.
I love the spring too, but in the spring, I feel like I never know what I should wear. It's always like the most complicated season to dress for.
Mhm.
It either can be, like, super hot or really cold, like, worse than the fall. So we're gonna do so since it's October, we figured we would use Halloween palettes, so, um, I'm using this new palette, I'm so excited. I used it yesterday, and it's just so pretty.
That is
It's
really cool. That
I didn't even
packaging is
say
really
what it's
cool.
called. What?
So that packaging is really
It's
cool.
pretty sick, yeah, this is
Oh,
the
wow.
Angelic Nyquist palette. Super pretty.
I'm using my, Haunted Europe from Nomad.
That one, they just discontinued. They had, like, the last, like, restock this past month, I think.
Hmm. It's so
Um,
pretty, I love it.
Now it's finally gone. Like, I'm saying it was around for, like, 3 years, so but it's a really pretty palette. I never got that one. Actually, I've never gotten any of the Halloween palettes from Nomad. I almost got the one that they just came out with, but then I saw this one and I was
I was
like,
a little let down by the new one. I think it's pretty, I just feel like it looks so much like shades from this palette, and then also, I think it's their Berlin palette,
"Mhm."
and then one other that was just like it wasn't really like a standout for me.
I think it's really pretty, but I do understand, like, it does look similar to some of their other palettes,
Yeah.
but I was almost tempted to get it because I felt like I would get a lot of use out of it because it was more grungy and less, like, bright.
Yeah. I just feel like with their other launches that they've been doing this year that are so, like, out there and, adventurous, and then
Mhm.
for the Halloween palette to be so neutral, it was kind of a letdown.
Yeah, cause like, you could do a little bit more with Ghost Town, and
Yeah.
I get why the neutrals are in there, but at the same time, since it's a Halloween palette, maybe you could like, it would have been nice if they added some purples in there, like,
Mhm.
cause they have that purple shimmer, and
Yeah.
then they just have, like I forget what the other colors are in that row, but it's like but it's not like it doesn't go with the blues or the greens or any of the shades in there, but I just thought I would get more use out of it because it had neutrals in there, but also I've picked up every Nomad palette this year, so I was like, "I don't really need it." Like, I got the Verona palette and the Royal Europe palette
Me
and then the
too.
Aquamango palette. You got all of them?
I didn't get the last one you said.
Honestly, I was so, so, so excited for a neutral palette from Nomad, but the quality is not as good as the Hudson
Mm.
Valley.
I love the Hudson Valley one.
It really is, like, probably I mean, it's not my favorite palette from them, but quality-wise, it's amazing. But the Okavango palette, what's funny is that I ended up using it a lot more than I thought, even though I wasn't in love with the way it performed, and then as I used it more, I was like, "Okay, it actually is really nice because it lasts all day."
Yeah.
They're just, like, a bit drier, um, and I prefer the shimmers in the Hudson Valley palette too, so but that's such a, like, ult that's, like, the ultimate fall palette for, like, everyone.
Mhm. It really is. I was torn. I almost grabbed that one for today.
Yeah, I had a feeling, I was like, "Is she gonna use that palette again?" Because it's so good, but we need to branch out into Allie's collection, so
Yeah.
there's many unused palettes. I don't even know she didn't even tell me how many because she doesn't even know herself, so
Yeah, it's sad. I've been trying to, like, go through them and stuff, but then I just get so overwhelmed, and I think that's why, like, I'm just, like, not buying anymore because I'm just, like, I'm so overwhelmed.
you don't need it. But at the same time, it's like, "But I want it," so but you have so many options that you could use, so
Yeah.
but you can also, like, sort through them and see if you wanna give away any too.
Yeah, I have, but
I try to do that too, but I haven't even listed anything on my Poshmark in a while. It's just sitting in a bag of the palettes that I don't wanna keep anymore.
yeah, I usually let, like, my sisters and stuff go through them first, and then I've tried, like, Poshmark or Mercari, like, in the past, but, like, I never, like, really stuck with it because I feel like it was so inconsistent.
Mhm. I thought it was pretty I think Poshmark is good, but, like, it's just like, it was really easy for me to sell stuff, like, I was selling stuff a lot in the first couple of months because, like, my I lowered my prices a lot, but, like,
Yeah. Maybe I should
the only
try that.
thing
I don't
that's
think I tried Poshmark. I think I just tried Mercari.
Mhm. I think Mercari takes a less percentage,
Oh, okay.
Poshmark takes a little bit more, but I feel like it is I don't know, I've never used Mercari, I just used Poshmark, and it seemed to be pretty easy.
Yeah. I'm sure they're pretty similar.
Yeah, but, I think Mercari takes less, um, and I think their return policies are a little bit different, but other than that, they're pretty simple. But yeah, I was like, "I don't need another Nomad palette, I have 6 of them already." I have, like, 8 Odin's Eye palettes, so they're, like, my 2 favorite indie brands, so
I think mine definitely Nomad.
yeah, for sure.
Oh,
"Hey,
that's
we got
really
a
hard.
viewer, woo!"
I really like Unearthly Cosmetics, and then I also like, Rebel Rouge Labs. I really like their formula too.
I've still never tried them, but I've seen that you really like them. I was so tempted by the Labyrinth palette that they came out
Yeah.
with. I thought that was such a pretty palette, but then I was like, "But I had, like, 5 other million brands to try," so 'cause there's just again, like we talked about this last time, it's just so saturated now that it's, like, hard
Yeah.
to pick and choose. When it's like, "Buy it all or buy none of it."
That's how it used to be, like, man, it was intense.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell my boyfriend I'm on too. He'll leave, like, 1 comment and then leave. So, yeah, I at first, when I saw this collection, I was like, "I don't need it because I already have her 2 previous palettes." Like, I have the Club Nebula from Kaleidos,
Yeah.
and I have the Hella palette from Odin's Eye. But after I saw, like, the color stories and the I watched, like, every single video on them, I'm like, "Oh my god, they're so pretty." So, I was like, "Okay, I guess I'm getting this one." But,
I
like, a
love
lot of
that.
people have been comparing it like, this one to the Merry Christmas palette
Yeah.
because 'cause they're similar, and since I own the Merry Christmas palette, figured I could, like, mix and match them. So I was like, "Okay, maybe I'll get more use out of it that way."
I love that deep shade that you used. It's such a pretty color.
Thank you. It's this shade Goblin, it's, like, the darkest
Yeah,
one.
that's
I'm
so pretty.
basically just using this row today. Yeah, but they're super pretty. Their shimmers are, like, insane, though.
I've heard really good things about the brand.
Yeah, it's you probably will try them eventually.
Maybe one of these days.
I don't know. What's the last new brand you tried?
Mm, I don't know. I've tried, like, some different indie brands through, like, Ipsy and
Mhm.
BoxyCharm Box, but, I have tried Sophia and Mabel lately. It's mainly just been, like, base products, not really,
Never
like,
heard of that.
eyeshadow, but, I have liked some of their products for sure.
I don't even know that brand.
It's just an indie brand, but they have, like, a setting spray, I have their primer now.
Mhm.
I have, like, a liquid lipstick, I think, from them, a mascara, but I've really enjoyed I have a regular lipstick from them too, and it's really nice.
That's cool. Are they, like, a US brand or
I don't really know about the brand too much, I'm pretty sure they are, but I've just been slowly getting their products, but I've been pretty impressed with them. I
where
know
are
they're
they
a smaller
available?
brand. Huh?
Where are they available?
I think just their website. I don't know if they're, like, on, like, Ulta or
Yeah,
Sephora or
probably
anything like
not.
that.
But I'm glad that Ulta and I think Sephora's more so been bringing in new brands than, like, lesser known brands than Ulta has. Well, that's cool. But what about eyeshadow? Like, what was the last brand that you
Um,
tried?
it's been a while because 'cause I've been trying to, like, tone down on the eyeshadow palettes. Um, I'm trying to think. I would probably say Glamlight, but I still haven't even used my Scooby Doo palettes.
Were those the were those the only ones you got from Glamlight?
No, I have, the Chucky palette too.
Did you use that one?
No,
You
that's
coulda
why,
used
like, I
that
haven't bought
today.
any of the new Glamlight palettes because 'cause I'm like,
Oh
I
my
still haven't
god.
even used those.
That's funny.
Maybe this month, though.
I think that the both all of those, palettes were really pretty, but I've just skipped over, like, everything from Glamlight, like, it just the last things I got from them were some of their highlighters last year, and that was the last time I purchased from them. It's just too
Yeah.
much commercially stuff for me at this point. I feel like they just lost vision of what they started out as,
Yeah,
and
I
it's
think
just
it's kinda cool how many license and stuff that they've been
I think
able to
it's
get a hold
awesome.
of, though.
It's
That is
awesome,
really
but
cool.
I just feel like it's getting, like, way too makeup merchy for me because literally every release they've had the past 2 years has been a collab. That's
Yeah.
why it's just a little bit, like they could, like, do it, like, 3 times a year or something, and then they could come out, like, with their own collection. That's why it's, like, just feeling like makeup merchy to me.
Yeah.
But they always kill it, like, the collections are always amazing, but, like, I just feel like they need to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, they have been I definitely agree with that. I think that they've been really putting out a lot back to back to back, kinda turning into ColourPop.
Right, and, like, ColourPop slowed down, which is funny.
I know, that's kinda what I've realized too. I was like, "Man, I haven't been, like, as, um, consistent on, like, my beauty Instagram where I, like, follow
Mhm.
Trimood and, all the makeup brands and stuff, but, like, I've been getting on recently, and I'm just like, I barely see ColourPop anymore."
I know, they, like, really they'll the biggest collab besides the Haunted Mansion was the part 2 of the Sailor Moon,
Yeah.
but the Haunted Mansion collection did better, like, this palette sold like, most of the collection sold out, and that was, like, the first collection they've sold out in, like, a while, but, yeah, with Glamlight, they're doing 3 Halloween collections, I'm like, "That's a lot."
Yeah, it really is. And I wonder if brands are collabing so much just because people aren't buying as much maybe anymore.
Like
Maybe
a
they feel like because even like
Yeah.
the ColourPop, the first collection selling out in a while is like a collab, you know?
Right, because like, people go crazy for Halloween collections, but also Glamlight, even though it is horror is, like, such a huge genre that, like, people will sell it out, but
Yeah,
it's just, like, 3 horror collections in 1 month is a lot.
yeah.
It's just, like, kinda overwhelming the consumer, you know? But then there's also people that, like, buy every single Glamlight release, so
Mhm.
and they have a great formula.
Hopefully I'll soon find out.
I did really like the color stories of both of those releases, and I liked the Chucky, color story more than the Ghostface one.
Yeah, I agree with that. Packaging wise, I would have went with Ghostface, but I was a little underwhelmed by the color story.
Yeah, it was just too, like we said, it was too monochromatic, which there's nothing wrong with that, but when it's grays, it's like, "Eh, how many times can you wear grays," you know?
Yeah,
I like gray eyeshadow, though. And let me just grab my sponge.
right.
Allie's gonna entertain you for a minute.
Yeah. I am pausing for my eyes for a minute because I wanna finish up my cream products. I've been, like, really changing the way I do my makeup lately, and it's wild to me because 'cause I've always been the do your eyes before your base, but here lately, I've been doing my base first. But I think I'm just gonna go very smoky and sultry today because I wanted to keep it kind of neutral shade-wise.
Okay, I'm back. But I'm off screen. I swear, like, my nose just runs so much in the fall.
Yeah, that sucks. I'm usually not as bad in the fall as I am in the spring.
Yeah, just like the weather change. It was like 80 degrees like 3 days ago here, and now it's like been just cool out, which is nice. I'm like, "Oh, actual fall," because New
Mhm.
York gets like 10 seasons.
Yeah. I feel like where I'm at, we have, like sometimes we have, like, 10 seasons in one day.
Mhm. Yep, that's basically how it is here too. Like, "Oh, it's cold," then it gets cool like, a little bit warmer, then it's hot, then it gets cold again, and then it's really cold. That's like the course of one day.
My kids the last couple of days going to school, I'm like, "I don't even know how to dress you guys because it's gonna start off, like, in the
Mhm.
40s, but then, like, by the time they're, like, at recess and stuff like that, like, it's gonna be, like, 80s."
They just need tons of layers,
Yeah.
like like a jacket,
Mhm.
t-shirt, jeans, and then it's like bring a pair of shorts if you get hot. So I'm using your favorite combo. I love both of
Ooh.
these.
I used the marshmallow, one today too. I actually kind of, like, made my own, um, tinted moisturizer. I used the
Oh,
marshmallow
cool.
primer, and then this, Revlon Color Stay foundation, because I just don't really like foundation by itself anymore.
Mhm.
It's, like, too heavy for me, so I just mix that with that thicker primer, and I really like how it looks. This is my first time doing that.
Ooh, that's cool. I love the House Labs foundation if you don't really love, like, full coverage foundations, that one's amazing. It's very light, and it doesn't even feel like you're wearing foundation,
Yeah. I
but
think
she
it's also for me, yeah, just, like, the coverage and stuff too. I just like the look of, like, the more, like, natural skin too.
Mhm. Same. But, there are, like, certain foundations I love wearing if I need to be out, like tomorrow I'm going to Comic-Con, so me out all day.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's, like, the best time. My first one was last year, and I was, like, counting down the days for this year. It's just so much fun.
I haven't been in years. I think I was, like, a teenager the last time I went.
Which one did you go to?
Well, it was just, like, a one, like, more, like, local to me. I think it
Oh,
was
okay.
I can't remember where it was even at. I didn't drive, so I don't really remember exactly now where it was at, but I wanna say
Mhm.
it was, like, St. Louis or something like that. It was, like, a traveling, I think, one, but it was still really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, those are always so much fun. Like a convention.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can't wait. Oh my god, it's so huge, and I think it was the highest attendance ever last year. It was like 200,000 people.
Man, that, like, gives me anxiety now.
It was well, it wasn't all on the same day. It was, like, out of the course of the 4 days. So I think
Okay.
it was at least I don't even know. That would have to be, like, at least 40,000 people a day, which is still a lot, but the
Yeah.
Javits Center is fucking huge, so my boyfriend is so funny. Do you even know what he's talking about? Because I do.
I still haven't watched that.
Euphoria or Grey's
Yeah.
Anatomy?
I've seen Grey's Anatomy.
I actually totally forgot that he was the dad, and he's really dark in Euphoria, like, complete opposite.
I haven't watched Grey's in a long time. I
I've
don't think
never
I've
seen
seen, like,
it.
the last, like, 3 seasons. I kinda fell off.
I've never seen it. It's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could commit to that long of
Yeah,
a
it's
show. Oh my
wild.
god.
I liked the first couple of seasons a lot, and then I kind of feel like it went through, like, a time like, a couple of seasons where it just wasn't that great,
Mhm.
and then I did like the seasons when McSteamy was in it, though.
I don't
I did
know.
like those.
My boyfriend was showing me clips yesterday of him, and I'm like, "This is so cringe."
I just like the group of people that were around when he was on the show and stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
like, I get that. I know that the earlier seasons were way better. They said the newer seasons kinda suck.
Yeah, I just kinda fell off, and it just after a while, it's like, there's only so much you can do with the show.
I know, I can't believe it's still on, like he said, "Me hijacking your life." I'm like, "It's fine." So, what else was I gonna say about oh, Paramore's remix album.
It's so good.
It's good. I cannot stop listening to Sanity.
I know, me too, it's so good.
You know, it was an After Laughter track, or it was supposed to
I
be on
didn't
there.
know that, but I that's what I've been saying about him, like, it literally sounds like it could be on After Laughter.
Yeah, I thought it was, like, maybe in between After Laughter and This Is Why. I thought it was, like, one of the earlier tracks for This Is Why, but, she said, like, it didn't quite make the cut for After Laughter, but I was like, "It would have been such a good bonus track."
Yeah, it really would've. It's so good.
But I'm glad they
I think
finally, like,
the
released it.
vibes the music and the vibes of it is definitely After Laughter, and the message too, because that's pretty much what After Laughter is, it's, like, upbeat songs, so, like, with, like, heavier messages.
Mhm.
But at the
Yeah,
same time,
exactly.
the lyrics also, like, I feel like go along with This Is Why so
They
well
do.
too.
But also, like, it feels very old school Paramore to me too. It's, like, crazy
Yeah,
how stylistically their music changes in, like, one song.
I know.
It's just so good, I love it. Like, especially the
I just
beginning
get
part.
I
Huh?
get frustrated because I'm like, "How many songs are they setting on that we
I
don't know
know!
about?
I'm like,
Just
literally,
release them."
one person commented they literally could release an entire album of B-sides.
Yeah.
It's like, we wanna hear them, like, you don't even need to come out with a new album, just give us all the old stuff.
I love their new stuff too, though. I
Oh, I
feel like
love it
it's, like,
too. I love This Is
just, like,
Why
kind
is
of
so
growing
fun.
with them, you know? The style changing and stuff too.
Yeah, they just it's so crazy how they grow, but they still sound like them,
Mhm.
and that's what makes them so unique and also, like, have longevity. But I love them, I just love them so much. I think you've been a fan longer than I have, though, because I didn't know about them until Riot.
Oh, yeah. I
But
never, like I was around, I remember, like, the Warped Tour days and stuff, but I never went to any of them.
I
Uh,
did. I went to one of the Riot, concerts.
but I did know of them with their album All We Know Is Falling,
Mhm.
and then soon after Riot, so we were probably close around the same time, but
Yeah. 'Cause I didn't even know they had an album before, obviously everybody knew who they were after Misery Business, but, um, after I listened to that, I was like, "Wow, this is, like, so alternative," but again, like, Riot still evolved them by still sounding like them.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then Brand New Eyes came out, and I was, like, literally crying because that was my favorite album ever from them.
I like that one too, I just don't think anything's ever probably gonna top After Laughter for me, and it's
After
weird
Laughter is
because
great.
I feel like music-wise, I'm more into, like, the alternative and, that type of music,
Mhm.
but, like, for After Laughter to stand out so much, I really just think it comes down to, like, the certain songs, the lyrics, and, that type of ordeal versus the music. I mean, I love the music too, but
Mhm.
it is weird that all of my other music really is more rock alternative, and
Yeah.
you think I would pick a different album for them.
It's so crazy because After Laughter was actually, like, the most different stylistically for them that they've ever done, and the drummer I have to send you this video later, but they show, like, how Zach has literally changed his drumming style throughout the entirety of him being with Paramore, and the fact that was, like, taking a toll on his arms because it's so much, like,
Mhm.
different changes,
Yeah.
and they went through, like, 3 drummers after he left because he's like, "I can't do this anymore, I need a break,"
Yeah.
and they had, like, 2 drummers replace him, and they couldn't even keep up sometimes, and it's like, you wouldn't think that their songs are, like, that challenging because it's like, "Oh, it's, like, pop alternative," but it's like, it's so crazy how much they have to change tempo that they
Yeah.
get, like, so tired that it's like they get exhausted.
Yeah.
It was just so cool to watch.
The concert, it's just wild, like, watching them perform because all of them, like, with the music and everything was just insane, but then
Mhm.
even, like, for Haley to not be playing, like, an instrument besides, like, whenever Zach, like, came forward and did his song, besides that, her not playing an instrument, like, her, like, whole upbeat persona was just, like, wild, like,
I
it was, like,
know.
exhausting watching her.
I cannot believe she has, like, the energy, but that's what makes her such an amazing performer. And she actually said, so one of the lyrics in C'est comme ça. Oh my god, I can't say that. Um,
Mhm.
where she says, "My social life is a chiropractic appointment."
Yeah.
It's actually true
Yeah.
because she, like, had this kind of I forget what it's called from all the head banging.
Headbanging, yeah.
So, she said, "I literally have to go to the chiropractor, like, almost before every show or, like, every week or something just so her neck won't be damaged," and then Jimmy Fallon's like, "But maybe you should
I've seen
stop," and
that.
she's like, "I can't stop, Jimmy." It's worth it, you know? But, yeah, This Is Why is a great album too. I can't believe it was 6 years since they came out with an album, but also her solo album's really great too.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm always surprised by how many people who like Paramore don't know about her solo album.
Like, I knew about it, but I didn't really start listening to it until this past year. Because it's like, after I heard This Is Why, it's like, "Okay, I just want more," because
Yeah,
it's been so long, and then for them to, like, just come out with This Is Why, I'm like, Thick Skull, like, made me cry after I heard it. I was
I
like, "That
know.
song is, like, a master a masterpiece."
That's how I feel with her song "Simmer" off of her
Mhm.
solo album. It's so good, I cried, and I just relate a lot with the lyrics of that one.
It's a great song. I need to listen to the album again. But and also, I don't know if you've heard Zach's band.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I love Half Noise so
yeah,
much.
it is really good.
That's where you can tell, like, all their different styles come from is a lot to do with him.
Yeah, for sure. I think him and Taylor, they're, like, just incredible of coming up with all of the beats and everything that they do for, like, each one, and just how
Mhm.
far they can stretch, like, different genres and stuff, it's wild.
I know, like, especially after Laughter, it was so
Mhm.
different for them. And honestly, After Laughter was a grower for me, but I still loved it.
Yeah.
But Brand New Eyes and their self-titled album are my favorites. 'Cause, like, Proof is, like, my all-time favorite song from Paramore. And it should have been a single. I don't know why it wasn't a single. I was like, that song would have been huge.
Always have so much, like, concentration when I'm
I
doing
know. As soon as
mascara.
we get to the eyes, like, mascara liner, it's like we can't talk. But, yeah, I've just been a fan for a long time. Like, 15 years at least, probably more.
Yeah.
But I can't believe how many people are fighting at concerts now, like, chill the fuck out.
I know. Thankfully, nobody fought at our concert, but somebody did, faint at
Really?
yeah, I think she was performing That's What You Get,
Mhm.
and she had to pause, like, mid I think it was, like, right before the last, like, full-on course, she had to
Mhm.
stop, and they had to, like, bring security in, and it was, like, down in the pit, so, like, they were, like, having to try to carry this person, like, out of the pit. It was
Oh
really
god,
sad.
that's awful.
Not to mention, it was, like, just, like, a few songs into the concert.
They probably were, like, feeling really lightheaded.
And not to mention, like, probably how long they had been there, like,
Yeah,
just to get a good spot, like, on the
right, like, they
floor.
should just give out free water at concerts, I feel like.
I think that they were, I think they were passing out waters and stuff.
Oh, okay. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know how people do that, like, I'm not a fan of Jeffree Star, you know this, but, um, he just recently opened like, I still, like, keep up with, like, what's going on and whatever, like, sometimes with the drama and all that bullshit, but, like, he opened his store recently, like, a couple months ago, and the organization of it was awful because, like, people were waiting for hours to meet him,
Man.
and some people were there, like, 7 to 8 hours standing in line, not eating, just standing there waiting for him, and, like, even, like, they didn't give out, like, wristbands to guarantee the people that would meet him and the people that it when it was at capacity to be like, "Sorry, like, we can't he's not gonna, like, meet any more people." They shoulda just done that, but they didn't really tell anybody, and also they were meeting him, but also, like, they were only letting, like, 2 people in at a time so they could shop too and buy what they wanted, so sometimes people would
That's so
take, like, a half hour, and it's like,
That's weird. And,
when
like,
you
I
have
get
that
isn't
many
it
people,
I haven't really kept up with anything, but is the store, like, where he lives now, Casper?
I think so, like, it has his stupid yak farm meat or whatever, which I'm like,
'Cause I wonder I know that's such a weird, like,
"So how
combination.
is he a vegan brand if he sells yak meat?" Like, I don't get it. Doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, that is very strange. Um, I don't know, I wonder if they just thought, like, the turnout but the thing is, it's like, it's Jeffree Star, there's going to be a bunch of people there. So, yeah, they should have been a lot more prepared for that. That's why
Right, and also, like, people think he's, like, the god of makeup, so it's like, relax.
I have just not kept up with stuff or
I kinda
drama.
don't
I've
want
seen, like,
to.
a little bit, like, here and there from, like, different podcasts, that type of ordeal when they sometimes bring up people, but besides,
Mhm.
like, I don't, like, really keep up with, like, any of, like, the main beauty people anymore.
'Cause all of them are awful anyway, so there's really no point, like, they're just awful people. Like, James Charles is, like, the worst.
I know.
All of this it just all, like,
I just wonder
rolls
how his brand is doing, and it's just like, I don't know, I mean, to an
I
ex
don't
I would feel bad
girl.
for him if it wasn't for all the things he's done, but it's just kind of like, I feel like he's, like, 5 years late.
Well, it's so yeah, like, it took, like, forever to come out, and it's like, at the same time, I can't believe he even came out with something, but he need to make money somehow, but at the same time, it's like he had this stupid article come out saying, like, he would like to be uncanceled, and I'm like, "Okay, let's
Yeah,
cancel not, you know, n keep a." I mean, he's not even canceled, it's more like you did something illegal, so it's like, why the f are people gonna support you?
yeah,
It's like it's like calling Ballinger, it's like the same thing.
no, that is wild.
Oh my god, that shit is wild. Oh my god.
It's not funny, but I just will never get over the ukulele.
I I know, yeah, it's not funny, you just laugh because you don't know how else to react to something that's so surreal.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was expecting that.
I was like, "What the am I watching?" Like, I'm like, is she high?" Like, she does not care,
It is wild.
and she hasn't been on the internet for, like, 4 months now.
Yeah. I can't believe it's been 4 months, jeez.
It's felt like it was, like, yesterday already.
Then from the looks of it, it's like JoJo Siwa is, like, sinking her
Oh
whole
my god.
to just, like, taking her side. I'm like, "Why?" Like, if the sink is shipping, do not
Mhm.
on.
Is this if the sink is shipping?
Oh,
I'm like, "The sink?" That's
I'm
funny.
today.
You didn't have coffee today?
Actually, I didn't, so that's probably my issue.
Oh, okay. It was like I had coffee already because I didn't sleep that great. I would have been dead. You still thinking about Miranda?
Yeah. Oh, I need to grab a lip. I was trying to think, 'cause I think I have a
I'm
couple
almost there.
back here.
We all know I take longer, so I'm just never I mean, like, if I'm not on camera, it'll take me, like, a half hour sometimes, like,
Yeah.
tops, but, if I don't have to, like, rush, it'll be, like, 45 minutes. I still don't think that's that much time to spend on your makeup.
No, not at all. I still can't get over, like, bigger beauty influencers who would be like, "Yeah, it takes me, like, 3 hours to do my makeup every day." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, 3 hours, and then where are you going? Like, you know? They're like 3-hour glam transformation, and then they sit in their living room. It's like,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't have time for that.
I'm like, "That is way too much work."
I'm gonna
I'm
grab
like, "I'm way too lazy for that."
one real quick.
How dare you?
I'm at least still here.
No, it's fine. I literally go off camera too. I'm like, "Okay, BRB." Okay, let's see what else. I mean, I told other people we were here, but it's alright. They can just rewatch later if they care.
Yeah, that's the hard part is that during the day, if people are working and stuff like that, it's kinda hard.
But what's funny is that, like, I usually get the watch time after,
Yeah.
like, they're like, "Oh, you were live earlier?" And then I'll get, like, 40 views, and it's like, "Yeah, where were you when it was live?" But it's so random and weird how the YouTube, algorithm works and all of that crap.
I know.
Okay. Do you wanna see my outfit for tomorrow?
Sure.
Okay. I bought a Loungefly bag last year from there, and, it was my first one, like, I've always wanted one,
Mhm.
so I bought a dress to match it, and then I'm using the bag too. I actually have to go today, like, right after this to go get, like, a pair of tights or leggings to match it. I think I'm just gonna go to Macy's because I usually would get stuff like that at, Spirit. Well, they didn't have any pink or turquoise tights, and I
That's
was like, "What
weird.
the fuck?" I was like, "I thought you guys have, like, every color." Or I kind of almost wanted, like, a two-tone one, like, kinda like Jester colors, like
Yeah.
turquoise and pink. Like, one leg was turquoise and the other one was pink. Thought that would be really fun, but I couldn't find anything like that.
So you get 2, you cut them, and then you sew them together.
Right? Yeah, let me spend more money to
Yeah.
butcher them. Be like, "Hey, guys." But, the cosplays are insane, like, people literally plan for, like literally right after the Comic-Con is over, they'll do their costume for, like, a whole year. They'll, like,
Yeah,
sew
I've
it.
seen some of the
It's
looks, and it's always just
crazy.
wild.
It, like, blows my mind. I'm like, "I could not even walk around like this for hours." I don't know how but these are, like, people that literally travel just to take pictures or have people take pictures of them.
Mhm.
It's crazy, like, like, I'm always thinking about, like, maybe I should do a cosplay, but it's like, I have to wear that on the train and people be like, you know? Like, "What is she wearing?"
I know, I was wanting like, I still want to. I wanna do, like, some Halloween looks, but, like, I've gotten more into, like, wanting to do, like, cool photography and stuff like that. So I'm like, I wanna go to, like, a setting and take pictures of it, but, like, I'm so, like, in my head, like, I can't do that. I can't
Yeah.
dress up as, like, Pennywise or something and then just drive around in my car, like
People be like, "What is she" like, and I mean, it's Halloween, so, like, it makes more sense now, but, like, if you did it, like, earlier in the year, people be like, "The fuck?"
Yeah.
But also you're doing a photo shoot, so then people are just like, whatever, but, like, it's a theme for something, but if you just, like, randomly, like, wanna take the train or something, it'd be like, "What?" Like, people are so used to it in the city because like, nobody gives in New
Yeah.
York City, because like, they always know you're going to something, but, like, going from Long Island to the city, it's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, and I feel like around here, it's such a smaller area that, like, it would be more, like, judgy eyes and stuff like that just
Mhm.
because some people don't like to have fun.
I know, like, that's what I hate that's what I wanna say is that, like, why do people judge people for the makeup that they wear? Or even if you wear makeup and you don't wear makeup, I'm like, "I'm not gonna judge you if you don't wear makeup." Like, I don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, yeah, or judge you for wanting to wear makeup and stuff, and I mean, some people,
Yeah.
they wanna wear makeup every single day because it does make them feel better. For me, it really just comes down to having fun, it's like a hobby. I'm not
Right.
very, like I've always wanted to, like, draw and stuff, and I just don't have that talent like a lot of people in my family do, so I just kind of found my creative outlet through makeup and painting my
Yeah,
face.
same. I can't really draw either, like, my mom's an artist, and I've always been jealous of her skills, but, um you everybody expresses themselves in a different way, so I don't know why people hate on that. Again, if it's not hurting the person,
Yeah,
why do you care?
exactly.
Like, if it's, like, an addiction and it's, like, if they're, like, skipping meals and stuff, probably be like, "Maybe you should slow down a little bit or maybe, like, not buy everything." Because like, some people actually did that.
Man.
Like, some of the people that I watched, they were like, "I was literally skipping meals or not even buying groceries just so I could buy palettes," and I'm like,
Oh, that's
"That's a
wild.
lot." But, again, we just have to pick and choose what we want. We're gonna be collectors for forever. And sometimes I look at my collection, I'm like, "What the fuck am I gonna do with this when I'm older?" Am I still gonna be wearing it?
I know, I need to really go through mine and declutter some more. My
Yeah, like
lipstick drawer is insane.
me too. Like, I mean, they're not, like, overflowing, but there's so many lippies that I just need to get rid of, and I just, like, keep on putting it off.
There's just so many that I know that I would absolutely love to use more often that I just don't even know I have anymore, because it's literally just, like, a mountain of lipsticks in a drawer.
Yep. I like that lip color you used, though.
Thank you, it's a Revlon. I don't know the shade, though, the shade's not on here for some reason. It's just a cool
That
tone
is weird.
red, I know.
I think there'd be, like, a sticker on the bottom.
I've never been able to find the shades on these, the shade names. There's numbers, but
That's how they do it sometimes. I hate when brands do that. I was like, "I like a name."
yeah.
Like, "What lip color are you wearing?" Oh, 145. What?
You have to remember that combination all day.
Right? It's like a code.
Give out different numbers each time.
Right? Uh, you have to look at it again. Like, it's not even in my bag right now. I hate when I leave my lipstick at home. It drives me crazy. I'm like, "How do I do that?"
Yeah.
'Cause it's always, like, the only, like, makeup product I bring with me. It's, like, because obviously I would have to reapply at some point, but, like, everything else, like, I don't know how people are like, "I always bring a makeup bag with me everywhere." I was like, "I don't need that."
Yeah, I don't either. I feel like it depends. If it's, like, a long day and we're, like, traveling or something like that, then I might, but that's also
Right.
might be because I'm gonna be, like, passenger princess and, like, do my makeup in the car.
Passenger princess. That's really funny. I only ever did it in the car, like, once. I don't know, I just never really, because 'cause I'm always driving, so
Yeah.
always driving everyone. Or I'm always driving somewhere because it's like, I either can't get up early enough to go with the people that are driving, so I'm like, "It's fine, I'll drive," like, I don't really care, like, I don't really mind driving,
Yeah.
but then it's like, I would like to be driven every once in a while. Alright, I just have to do the lippy, and that's
I love
it.
that
So,
shade. That
thank you.
nude.
This is the Oogie
Oh, I think
Boogie.
I have that.
You do.
Yeah.
I actually used that palette, like, a couple days ago with the I put it up before the video I just put up now, and I used the Hocus Pocus 2 palette with the Nightmare palette, but the Hocus Pocus 2, I was trying to use the purple shimmer, and that I don't know if you've ever used that one, but that
I don't
one's,
think I
like,
liked it.
that is the only dud in that palette.
Yeah.
So I had to use the shimmer from the Nightmare palette because there's no duds in that palette.
Yeah, that one's really pretty.
Yeah, I love that palette, and I love the older Hocus Pocus palette too.
Mhm. I do too. The first one they how many have they done now? Has it just been 2?
For Hocus Pocus,
Yeah,
they've done 3.
3, okay.
Don't you have the second one too?
I think so. I think I might have all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how I know better. I'm like, "I'm pretty sure
You
you
know
have
my
all 3 of
collection better
them."
than I do.
What?
Like, you know my collection better than
I
I
know,
do.
'cause I've seen, like, because we did a collab on the first one,
Mhm. I
and I
love
don't
the
remember
first
if we
one,
did
it
on
was
this.
my favorite.
Hmm?
I love the first one,
The
it was my
first one, yeah.
favorite.
The first and the third one. The third one's really pretty too, but, like, the second
Mhm.
one was I didn't get the second palette. I was like, "I don't need all 3 of them."
Yeah.
But I got, like, the 2 lippies from that collection, and I got, like, the nude and the purple one. I don't know if you got any of them.
I don't think I did with the second one. I think I may have just got the palette with the second one.
The nude lip cream is great, but, like, the purple one, it's it doesn't dry down like the nude does, and it's so
Maybe
wet.
I did. Okay, which one is the second one? Was that the palette that has, like, the black?
Yeah, it's like the square pans,
I might actually have, 'cause I have a
and
couple
it's, like,
lipsticks.
purple.
Oh, yeah, these. I actually got them out.
Yeah, the purple one.
Okay. Yeah, this one's a little patchier, you have to, like, really build it up. I do like the black one, though.
Is it, like, does that dry down?
Not really, it's not their, like, liquid lipstick, like, matte formula, it's, like,
Yeah.
cream.
But, like, I get that it's not supposed to, like, dry down to be, like, matte completely, but, like, the purple one never sets, and then it will just transfer, like, so I,
Mm.
like, can't wear it out, and I'm like, "Great." So I got something that I can't even wear because it's gonna transfer all over my face.
Yeah, it's a very, like, moussey formula.
Yeah, it's
So,
I
yeah,
still
nice.
like the other lip creams because I have a few of the other ones, but I think actually I just bought the Sailor Moon duo, so I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I haven't bought lip products from them in a while." I was like, "No, I just bought it last week." Um, but yeah, let me show you my dress.
Okay.
Oh, I bought this dress, like, 4 months ago, and I only bought it to wear to this. Oh my god, I can't get it out. And I'll show you this other one too, but I think I'm gonna return this one. I don't even know where I put it. So this is the dress.
Aw.
It's like 3/4 sleeve, and it has like the Prince and Aurora
Aw.
like
That's so
dancing in the
sweet. I
clouds.
know that you love Aurora.
I know. I don't know why, but she's always been my favorite. My mom used to call me that because I could never get up on time. So, oh, this is so I bought this dress too because I'm supposed to do, well, I don't even know if it's happening, but I'm supposed to do like a Nightmare Before Christmas thing on Halloween. So I bought a Sally dress.
Aw, that's really cool too.
They're both from Hot Topic.
Oh, I
Um,
love
I
that.
just thought it was so cute, but I don't think I need it because I'm probably just gonna go back and buy like either I wish they had the sweatshirts in store. Like they don't have any of their sweatshirts and they don't really have any nightmare like t-shirts or tank tops. They only have like the costumes.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like I always just see like accessories of like Nightmare Before Christmas, but I don't really see like shirts and stuff.
yeah, like they have like the lounge fly bags too, but I'm like I don't need all of that. I just needed like something because I actually don't have any like nightmare clothing. I only have like the palette from ColourPop, so
Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I'm probably gonna end up returning that. I really don't need it because I'm only gonna wear it for that. It's like I'm never gonna wear it again. Like the Sleeping Beauty dress I'm only wearing tomorrow, but it was like half the price of the Sally one because that one was on sale. It was like $28. So it's like that's really not that bad.
Yeah.
'Cause usually they're like 50 bucks, so I was like, "I'm glad I got it on sale."
I would just wear that Sally dress all the time.
Mhm. I was like, "I'll just send it to you." But, like, I was thinking about getting, like, there's, like, a Sally sweater that's, like, really cute from Spirit, and I wanted to get that instead, but it came with a matching skirt, and it's like, I don't need the skirt because it's just a
Yeah.
black skirt,
Oh, it's weird.
but the sweater is so cute, but it's like, we don't really need, like but it's a costume, so obviously they needed to make it like a two-piece, but it's like, I just want the sweater. I was like, "I don't need a black skirt, I already have one."
Yeah.
Like, who doesn't have a black skirt?
Yeah, that's weird that they like tack on just like a plain black skirt with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I also bought I'm gonna be Barbie with my other friends, so I bought that costume.
That's fun though. You'll have to take pictures and send them to me.
Oh, definitely. I always post them, so and I'll
Yeah.
probably do a get ready with me or something, I'm not sure yet because 'cause I'm not sure if I'm getting ready with him because he, like, has been dying for me to get ready with him, but he, like, doesn't live close to me. So it's like I would have to bring all of my stuff and then drive like 45 minutes to get ready and then go back out and then come back and get my stuff, and it's like, I just wanna go out.
Yeah. Just wanted to be a little bit easier.
Mhm. But then if I put a wig on, my mom's gonna be like, What are you dressed as?" I'm like, "Leave me alone." But yeah, so this is deluxe.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I love these, like she's always, more into, like, mustardy browns because she's not very neutral,
Mhm.
obviously. I mean, of course, you watch her videos, right?
I think
Um,
I've seen some of hers.
but yeah, she just really, like, thinks about, like, the color stories, and she always, like she kinda killed it with this, so I was like, "Oh
Mhm.
my god,
That's
this is
pretty.
so pretty." I cannot wait to use the green shades. I cannot point again, oh my god, it's so
I
fucking
know.
beautiful. The greens and these
Yeah.
reds and this mint shade, oh my god. I used it yesterday and I used, like, the first 2 rows and did, like, an orangey look, and that's the one I posted, and they were insanely good, like, they're just so pigmented.
I'll have to check out your video.
It's okay, you can do it, like, 2 months.
Yeah. That's how I am with, like, responding to comments or anything. I'm always, like, 2 months behind.
Like, I'll comment, and then I'll see you respond, like, a month later. I was like, "Oh, Allie finally saw my
Yeah.
comment." It's fine. Sometimes I'll leave a video open and not comment until, like, a few days later, and I'm like, "Oh," 'cause, like, I'm,
Yeah.
like, too lazy to type out the comment. I'll just leave it open, and then, like, 5 days later, I'll finally comment, or I'll just close it and be like, "I don't feel like commenting anymore."
It's not bad, like, commenting, I feel like, on Instagram or, like, commenting, like, back to people, but for on YouTube, I just ugh.
Well, YouTube, it's like it is easier to comment, but, like, because with Instagram, you can't edit it once you post it. You have to delete it
Yeah.
and then write it again, and I'm like, "Well, I don't wanna do that." I can't even copy and paste it, so it's
Yeah.
like, I have to write out that whole thing again. Like, with YouTube, you can copy and paste it or you can edit it, so I do
Yeah.
like that more. And I'm glad, like, with Instagram, they finally let you edit, like, the captions, so 'cause that
Yeah.
took, like, a long time too. It's like, why don't you are Facebook, so it should be, like, the same editing features.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm gonna go, but, I just wanna tell you I used this blush from Clarity. I don't know if you've ever tried them.
Mm-mm. That's
Um,
such a wild blush color.
it's such a cool color. It's like a
Yeah.
mustard yellow, but it looks, like, more golden on the cheeks, but they are so pigmented, like, insanely pigmented, like, you barely need any products, and it kinda, like, kicks up from the pan, so it, like, disperses even more products, and then when you put it on, it's like an eyeshadow,
Wow.
but they last all day. It's just like,
Yeah, it's really
this is,
pretty.
like, barely any blush. So it's like, it'll last forever, and then for the highlight, I use the Blend Bunny palette. This is the I was hoping so I got this because it was a neutral palette from them, and I'm like, "Oh my god, they're finally releasing a neutral palette," but it's just so big because it's supposed to be like a
Yeah, that
multi-use,
is. Man.
but it's so cool toned, and I'm like but these highlighters are stunning, so I used, that one. But these are so gray, and I just haven't really used them for eyeshadows, like, I've just been using, like, the highlighters, and I've just been using this shade for the brow bone because it's so good.
Yeah.
But the formula it's so blendable and beautiful, but I just wish that 'cause they were making this like a multi-use palette, but I feel like it's just
Mhm.
too gray toned.
Yeah. Yeah, that is very cool tone. I used an M Cosmetics blush.
Ooh,
This
pretty. I
one's
still have not tried
Sensa
them at
Sky.
all.
It's really pretty. I have the, like, original formula, though, because these have lasted me so long,
Mhm. Yeah,
but
so
they
big.
have, like, reformulated it because people said that they weren't, like, that pigmented, but, like, I feel like they're pretty pigmented.
Really? I
Mhm.
thought I heard that they were always good.
Yeah, I've always liked them, but I do know that they, reformulated, and then I actually haven't used this in a while, the Soul Body bronzer, but I used to. It was, like, my go-to, like,
Yeah.
every day. So, I thought I would
I never got that one, but I got the stick, and the stick is really good. I shoulda used this today, but I blanked. I just used the one I always use, which is the matte one.
yeah,
This one is so good. Oh my god, it's like my favorite bronzer, but I just feel like they get overshadowed with their other products that are so good because they just
yeah,
release so many collections, and it's like they have a lot of great staple products.
mhm.
Like
I
their
know, all of their,
brushes, oh
like,
my god,
face
their brushes
stuff.
are so amazing. Their brushes are so good, like, no one really talks about their brushes. I'm like, they're like the best affordable brushes I've used.
Yeah, I never got them just because I already had so many brushes, but I probably would've, though, because they were, like, very affordable and they looked nice.
Yeah, they're great. Maybe you'll get some. There's a collection that speaks to you, Al and then she'll use it, like, next year.
Yeah.
But, like, that's why, like, I try to rotate, like, seasonally,
Yeah.
and then
I did try doing that. I just feel like now I just need to, like, downsize everything so that it's not so overwhelming.
like, get to, like, 15 palettes a season or
Ooh.
something, you know?
Yeah.
That's already a lot for Ellie. But that's what I usually goal myself at, but, like, I don't like keeping myself to goals, I'll just be like, "Oh, these are the palettes I really wanna use this season," and then just go from there.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
I
until
hope you
next
have fun
time,
tomorrow.
thank you. It's gonna be such a long, long day, but I can't wait, but just have to get up at, like, 8 tomorrow, and then I have to get to the train, and then once we get there, it'll be fine, but it's just taking the fucking train that's so annoying.
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Oh, wow, now we finally have another watcher." Okay, great. It's always right at the end every
Yeah.
time. Well, I'm sorry, but, bye.
Thanks for
They
hanging
left
out.
anyway. Alright, this was great, and we are trying to go live more regularly so Allie can use her collection.
Yeah. Slowly work through each palette.
Day by day,
We'll be here for, like, a few years.
one day at a time, once a week. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Thank you for coming on, Allie. I really
Yeah, thanks
appreciate
for
it.
having me. Bye.
Bye.